Inside your torso is a chemical so corrosive it can dissolve solid metal, yet it sits inches away from your vital organs without causing a scratch. How is it possible to liquefy a steak into mush, while your own stomach, which is made of the same meat, remains completely untouched? You are walking around with a pool of liquid fire in your center. A high-stakes chemical standoff that prevents you from literally eating yourself alive. The only thing standing between your life and an agonizing death is a 2 mm layer of alkaline slime, your personal biological heat shield. It's a war of numbers, pH 1 acid meeting a pH 7 shield. At the point of contact, they neutralize each other in a microscopic explosion of survival. But the acid is winning. It eats this shield constantly. To survive, your body must completely rebuild this entire lining every 2 minutes. How is it possible to liquefy a steak into mush, while your own stomach, which is made of the same meat, remains completely untouched? Your cells don't just sit there. They pump out bicarbonate, the same stuff in baking soda, to turn the acid into harmless water at the point of impact. Your stomach requires massive blood flow, not just for energy, but to wash away any acid that manages to break through the front lines. The cells are zipped together so tightly that not even a single molecule of acid can slip between them. It is a biological vault. But why do we have this fire in the first place? Because without it, you are vulnerable to the invisible world. Stomach acid is your primary defense against invaders. Most bacteria that enter your body die in this pool of fire before they can ever reach your blood. Acid also acts as a chemical pair of scissors, snapping long protein chains into pieces so your body can actually use them. The acid is also a key. It activates enzymes that would otherwise stay dormant. Without the fire, you would starve in a room full of food. When you feel that hunger growl, you are feeling your stomach contracting, moving the acid around like a predator waiting for a target. But what happens when the shield fails? When the standoff ends, the acid turns on you. It begins to digest the organ that created it. An ulcer isn't just a wound. It is your body literally eating itself alive from the inside out. Stress is a physical weapon. It cuts off the blood flow your stomach needs to repair itself, leaving the gate wide open for the acid to strike. There is one creature that evolved to survive the fire, a tiny parasite that drills through the shield and invites the acid to destroy you. When the fire overflows into your throat, it's called heartburn. But your throat doesn't have the shield. Every splash is a chemical burn. Your brain and stomach are in a 24/7 conversation. Your brain senses the danger and tells the stomach when to increase the shield. Everything you eat affects the standoff. Certain foods strengthen the shield, while others turn the acid into a weapon of mass destruction. Even while you sleep, the factory never stops. Your body is a master of containment, managing a volcano while you dream.
In many ways, you are like a planet. You have a molten, corrosive core, held back by a thin, fragile crust.
We call it slime, but it is one of the most advanced materials in the known universe. A smart filter that lets nutrients in and keeps fire out.
We are not just meat. We are high-performance biological machines, operating at pressures and temperatures that should be impossible. Your life is the result of a million tiny victories. Every 2 minutes, your stomach wins the war for your survival. You are walking around with a pool of liquid fire in your center, held back by a miracle of biological engineering, a chemical standoff that keeps you alive instead of becoming the next meal. If your body can do this without you even thinking, what else is it hiding from you? Comment fire if you've ever felt the stomach furnace, and tell us which body mystery we should investigate next. We found the engine, now let's find the ghost. Subscribe for more anatomy mysteries.